Grade 4. This is Teacher Mark. Our lesson for today is all about understanding the factors and multiples with prime and composite number. So let's understand the factors and multiples. Factors are what we can multiply to get the numbers. There, we can say these are the two numbers. If you multiply, you get the product. So those are the multiplier and the multiplicand. Multiples. Multiples are what we get after multiplying the numbers by whole number. So, for example, is 12 is multiple by 4? Yes. How do we teacher know about it? This is because if you skip counting by 4, 4, 8, 12, 12 is under 4. Therefore, that is the multiples of 4. Next, prime. Prime whole number cannot be made by multiplying other whole numbers. The factors of these numbers are 1 and itself. So for example, 7, 1 times 7, that's it. Or 11, 11 times 1, so 1 and itself. Composite numbers are when a number can be divided up exactly. Each number that has more than 2 factors. So for example, 6, 2 times 3, and 6 times 1. Okay, so there are 2 or more factors. Another example is 12, 4 times 3, 12 times 1, 6 times 2. So those are the factors of 12. Therefore, that is composite because it is more than 2 factors. Factors. So factors are what we can multiply to get the number. So for example, 8 times 7 equals 56. 8 times 7 is a factor of 56. 28 times 2, 56. So 28 and 2 is also a factor of 56. 9 times 5 equals 45. 9 and 5 is a factor of 45. 6 times 4 equals 24. 6 and 4 is a factor of 45. Teacher question. Is there a number that has many factors? Yes, there is. So example, find the factors of 12 and 27. So the factors are 4 times 3 equals 12. 6 times 2 equals 12, and 1 times 12 equals 12. So if you arrange this from lowest to highest, so the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So as you may see, there is so many factors. Another, for 27, 9 times 3 equals 27, 1 times 27 equals 27. So the factors of 27 are 1, 3, 9, and 27. Tips. If you want to write the factors of the number, you must to write first the lowest number. Next, multiples. Multiples are what we can get after multiplying the numbers by whole number. So is 12 a multiple of 4? Yes, it is multiple of 4. It is because the product or a product of 4 and a counting number hence 4, 8, 12, 16. It's said to be that the multiple should be under of the skip counting of 4. Next, is 27 a multiple of 9? Yes, it is a multiple of 9. It is because a product of 9 and a counting number hence 9, 18, 27, 36. So is 96 a multiple of 8? Yes, it is multiple of 9, so rather 8. When you divide 96 by 8, the quotient is 12. Again, the tip here, if the number has a largest, a higher number, you must to divide the number itself so that you may get the quotient. Then, if there is no remainder, as you may see, if there is no remainder, therefore, that is a multiple of the number. Next, is 121 is a multiple of 11? Again, yes, it's multiple of 11. When you divide 121 by 11, the quotient is 11 and there is no remainder. Therefore, 121 is a multiple of 11. Okay? So, as you may see, there is a typographical error. So, that is 11 and that is 8. Sorry for that. Let's try. Find the multiple of given number inside the parentheses. Underline the number if there is any. So, for example, 9, and the choices are this. So, as you may see, you may check if this one of the number of this or all of the numbers this is multiples of 9. So as you may see, 72 is multiples of 9. It is because in skip counting, we can tell that 72 is multiple of 9 because 9 times 8 equals 72. Next, 4. So these are the choices. Which of the three numbers are multiple of 4? So as you may see, 36 is the answer here. Why? Because 4 times 9 equals 36. Therefore, 36 is multiples of 4. And last number, 12. So these are the numbers. So 28, 46, 60. So as we know that 60 is divisible by 12, or 16 is a multiple of 12 because if you divide 60 by 12, there is no remainder. So as I said in the past earlier a while ago, that if the number doesn't have a multiple in skip counting, therefore you must to divide the number itself. Okay? Next. Prime number. A whole number that cannot be made by multiplying other whole numbers. The factors of the numbers are 1 in itself. So 7. We have 7 here. So 7 is a prime number because 1 times 7 and 1 and 7 only. Next, 11. 11 times 1 equals 11. That's it. 29. 29 times 1 equals 29. And last one is 31. 31 times 1 equals 31. Because these numbers are only, or as the factors only, 1 and itself. The counterpart, the composite number, when a number can divided up exactly, and it is a number that has more than 2 factors. So more than 2 factors, for example, we have 9 here. 1 times 9, 3 times 3. Okay, so the factors of this as 1, 3, and 9. So those are the factors. So how about in 12? So we have 1 times 12, 4 times 3, and 6 times 2. So there we have almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors. 36 is a composite. It is because we have 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, and 4 times 9. So next is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has 8 factors. And lastly, the 60. So 60 has plenty or many, more than 2 factors. Therefore, that is composite. As you may see, 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, 5 times 12, and 6 times 10. Okay? So teacher, how do we get the factor? By the way, how do we get the factors of the number? So you must to divide that number for your desired number so that you may know if it is divisible for that number. And after you divide, if there is no remainder, therefore that is the factor of that number. So let's try. Then if the number is composite or prime number. So 31, prime numbers. Because 31 has only one factor and itself. 22, 19, 45. So 28 is composite because 28 has 7 times 4, 14 times 2, and 1 times 28. So there is less more than 2 factors. Therefore, that is composite. Next, 19 prime. It is because 19 has only one factor in itself. And lastly, 45 composite number because 9 times 5 and then 15 times 3 and then 45 times 1. So those are the things that we know from prime and composite. Please remember, factors are what we can multiply to get the number. Lastly, multiples are what we get after multiplying the number by whole number. And last, composite, when a number can be divided up exactly and it is a number that has more than 2 factors. And lastly is prime whole number that cannot be made by multiplying other whole numbers. The factors has numbers are 1 and itself. For that, thank you. Hope you learned something for Teacher Mark. Goodbye.